one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying, girl, don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yes, outside dog. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you try to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. There's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying, girl, don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. That's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. Yeah, this outside dog.
B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and they all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes, we the ones Chris Webber call a timeout. Around and find out, find out. Around and find out, find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. People style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. He's so good. He's so good. B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of a stretcher.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check go.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. The Raiders at 10-3 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
A run straight ahead with Jeanty. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Got his man. It's Thornton. Unable to corral him. He fights through. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down and 6. Here's Kelly to throw. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. But give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Go out 45. Right. Check.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Strike it. 3. Love.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Yellow, 22. Needle blue. Fight, 60. Black shot.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Play action, it's Kelly. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, here's Genty. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And you look at this Packers defense. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
To throw is Kelly. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle, it's Genty. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. A play fake, now Kelly. That's caught, Jack Bech with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. 70 Timberwolf.
From the gun, Kelly. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lion.
Kelly. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 20.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go. 1918.
To throw, Kelly. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Now Kelly. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Okay, Frank.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ready, ready. 50, green. Go pink. Move it. Keep going, boys, move it. Will green. Set.
Now Love. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now Kelly. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Kelly to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Kelly. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Ready up.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And now Love going to change things up.
62 blaster.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a 1st down to open the drive.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
52 blue. Fight, 6. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rice. And a lane slow materializing there as they get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
This is 2nd and 8.
Set, hut. Yellow, 43. Hey, that's your man, that's your man. Set, go.
Off the play fake, Love. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 reps. Steal. Check steal. Hey, check. Cut.
Jacobs going to try the middle. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. All right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Watch out.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, those been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Ready up.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
18 Cardinal.
Now Kelly. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Callan. That's to Bash over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw. Callum working downfield. He's got Thornton. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Genty is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
19, 18. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
Now Smith. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tap the 50. Tap the 50.
This time they stay on the ground. And fights through one man. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down. Here's Smith. And this one too low.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos.
Here's Smith. Open man right side is Rice. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here we go, here we go. Go street. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Smith. Over the middle, and that's to Taylor, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now it's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
68, check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready?
Straight ahead, Shipley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
And the Packer first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Rice. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Viking 18! Viking 18! Hey, watch him right there, watch him right there. Ready?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Crack all 80!
In motion comes the tight end left. Now Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Mason Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go!
That's complete yet again to Thornton. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 57 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Raiders 16, Packers 7.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's Genty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw, Kelly. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A play fake. Now Kelly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
19, 10.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Fourth quarter, every drive so critical. You figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
A shotgun snap for Smith. On the RPO, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there, but lost double-digit yards on that sack.
Throwing on second and long. Smith. Connecting over the middle with Downs. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Let's go. 19-18. Ryan.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Complete to Taylor on the slant. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A run out of the gun with Jeanty. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. 18 Pioneer.
Here's Kelly to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Kelly to throw. And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Raiders are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Smith going to move him around. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That complete to Downs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. To throw is Smith. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10.
Come on.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Smith throwing again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 46, here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go. 60.
Once again, it's Genty. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Raiders, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.